Hello everybody, and in my box of tricks today I am going to be sowing some wildflowers, and I'm going to mix in some poppies with them as well. So I will just get these sorted out and I'll bring you back. So here I have a mix of wild meadowflower seeds, and if you just take a second to look at them, they're a work of art in themselves. All the different shapes and sizes. Some have little feathers on them. I think they look great. So to that I'm going to add some other packets that I've got and mix them all up together. Yellow rattle, that's a great wildflower seed because it's parasitic to grass, and how that works I do not know. The bees also love it, and it's called yellow rattle because the seed heads rattle. So that's a good addition to have. And I have a native wildflower winterbox mix. I'm going to put that in as well. I've got a wildflower mix there, butterfly and bees. Easy colour annual and biannual. Bats in the garden, that's a wildflower mix for bats. And then another wildflower mix there. And I've also got some poppies here that I shall be mixing in as well. So I'll mix all that into this one lot of seeds, and then I shall be going and sowing these then. So this is where I want to sow the majority of my wildflowers, next to the sweet pea bed. And I covered this with plastic last year. This was all lawn, and the plastic stayed on all through the summer, and there is one or two dock leaves that have dandelions that have managed to survive, but I'll leave them in. They're all part of the wildflowers. And this is a low nutrient soil that I bought in, to be fair. It's not from any part of the garden, but it's what I actually bought in, which is supposed to be specifically for wildflowers. And I've just put the rake over this end here to show you that's the perfect medium there to plant them, to broadcast the seeds. And you want so many grams per square meter. I think it's a gram per square meter, but always check the details on your packets. And that's given me a crumbly top, and then I shall scatter the seeds on the top, and then I should just pat them down, and I shall give them more water, although I think rain is forecast for this evening. And if we get any frosts, which no doubt we still will, I will cover this area with fleece. It isn't too big, and I've got plenty of fleece, so I'll just put the fleece over it. They should be all right without the fleece, to be fair. Wildflowers are pretty hardy, and it does say so from April. So I'll bring you back when I've done that. They're all sown now. Well, I've got quite a few left actually in that dish to sow some more. I just wanted to show you what I'd done. I've sown the seeds on the surface and I've slightly raked it over once more, and you can see how that's left it all very fluffy. And then just one watering with the watering can, which is rainwater, you can see that it sealed them up again, the top of the soil. So that should give them a good bedding, I would have thought. Can't see many of the seeds, to be fair, so I think that's worked quite well. And where I have raked them just over again, you've got a job to see any seeds, to be fair. So I think that's just lightly covered them, and I think that's done quite a good job. Now if I can just keep the frost off them and the birds off them, I've got high hopes of this little patch here. I do notice that, I'll walk you gently across, the ones that I sowed in the autumn, they're coming up, some are in flower. I think they're a flowering nettle that's in flower. But I do see the partridge in here in the morning, and they're notorious for nipping the buds off new shoots. So this patch is looking okay, but I've just got to keep an eye on the partridge to make sure that they don't spoil it. And this obviously should flower a little bit before the one that I've sown in the spring, but it'll be good to compare the two, although this one does get a bit more shade. So if you can find space just to sow a few wildflower seeds, it'll benefit you with the wildlife, and also very kind on the eye. Many thanks for watching. Hope you've learned something from this. Take good care. Enjoy your gardening, everybody. Bye.